this is one of the things that I think Delta struggles with the most, and that's consistency in their seats, in that you don't fully know what you're going to be getting unless you truly take the time to look at, what the plane type is. Delta has 6 different configurations of their Delta One suites. Some of them, like on their A350s, very awesome. Others, on their 767-300s, and even they still have some 757s running with Delta One, those seats are woefully outdated and just sad.
Yeah, I would say prehistoric in terms of business class seats. I'll reiterate here because we have a full guide to this on our website. It's called Delta One Seats Ranked, and I'll just say the Delta One suites are the nicest ones, and you've flown all of those, I believe. The new A350, the A330-900 Neo, and the 767-400s have also nice Delta One, but the 767s don't have a closing door. The planes you should avoid for Delta One seats are the A330-300, the A330-200, the 767-300, and there are also a few old A350s leased from LATAM that have like a 232 Delta One setup, but it's very rare. I doubt.
Yeah, those planes were actually recently phased out.
Oh, okay, they're gone now.
So
officially.
You don't have to worry about those. I know actually some people like them because some people say that when you're in those suites, and especially when the doors are closed, it kind of feels like very tight.
A little boxed in.
And those other ones were very open and a little more spacious, but then, lack of privacy. And, if you have a window seat, you don't have direct aisle access, which is a big disappointment, especially, if you're like me, when a lot of these times I'm traveling all by myself. And so you don't want to crawl over a stranger.
So I would say if you just got dizzy with all the letters and numbers there on the airplanes, just go to Aerolopa. Aerolopa is always going to be your friend here. Just aerolopa.com. You can search for your flight number now, and you can see the setup that you're looking at flying. I always go to Aerolopa before I book anything, just to make sure I can see what's actually on the seat map. The seat map that the airlines give you when you're booking does not always show exactly what it's going to look like on there.
I think it's gotten a little bit better, especially if you are booking Delta One on a desktop, not the mobile app. Like the mobile app, it just shows like a square and it won't show you the actual picture of what it looks like. But on desktop, it shows you a little bit more of what it looks like. It'll at least show you the stagger of, what seats are closer to the window or what seats are closer to the aisle. But then again, using tools like that and looking at what that plane type is up at the top of the seat chart, that'll help determine what plane type you'll be sitting on. Actually, I don't mind those old A330s. They're not terrible, I would say. They're still spacious. Obviously, the seat backs are old and not as nice compared to some of the other ones. But luckily, I have not flown on those ancient 767s, and I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. I would rather not spend my money or my miles on that incredibly old experience, but those planes are still flying into the 2030s, so we'll see.
I don't want to sound like elitist, like you should only look for your Delta One suite. Delta One in any capacity is going to be very comfortable and way more comfortable than anything that you'll find behind that on the plane. We're just saying in terms of the very best value for your points or your cash, you should try and look for those best planes. And if there's 2 planes flying on the same day for the same price, just make sure that you pick the best one. I want to get back to the review but first, while we're talking about the seats, we've got some exciting new seats coming with Delta One. They have a new A350, the A350-1000 will get these brand new suites. It's a whole new redesign. What can you tell me about these?
Yeah, 10 years since these current Delta One suites came out. Delta has a plan for their next generation. Overall, fairly similar, but these seats will look more like their A330s in the reverse herringbone layout.
That just means that the seat faces the aisle.
Yeah, which, not going to lie, I like having my seat straight on versus that kind of angled seat. But with these angled seats, they now do get 3 extra inches of leg room, which these A350-1000s are going to be for those ultra long haul routes. And so to have extra space on, those 14, 15, 16, 17-hour flights, that's going to be very nice. And I'm 6'2", and I find that there's pretty good leg room in those Delta One suites, but those extra few inches of legroom make all the difference, I'd say.
I'm gonna need you to be at least 6'4" or 6'5". If I'm gonna lie and say that I'm 6'1", I need you to pump those numbers up for me, okay? Kyle, a retrofit is coming for the A330s too. Those ones that I told you to avoid, the A330 300s and 200s. Those ancient seats are getting something that looks like these new suites, right?
Yeah, they're going to look kind of more like the current generation, in that they're facing straight on, not that reverse herringbone situation. But I am really excited for this retrofit. These new black interiors. I think everybody is doing these kind of like black or like, muted interiors. And I think everybody just looks the same now.
I wonder if it's because they don't look as dirty or like they age a little better, maybe?
That could be the case, with the walls on the Delta One suites are white. And so they can really easily pick up scuffs and marks. And it's really easy to tell when they're dirty.
When I'm smashing my away bag into the side of it and scuffing them up and... Yeah, bashing the stroller in there. It helps to have a dark interior.
But yeah, no, these A330s will actually be have some nicer seats than the current A350s. All seats are being upgraded with larger 4K seatback screens. Right now, they just have standard HD. Even economy is getting larger 4K screens, so it's not just Delta One. We're not going to forget about the people in the back. You will find me back there on other flights. I'm not flying exclusively Delta One. I don't have a trust fund or anything. Then you also get some extra storage for your shoes. And Delta says that by 2030, 90% of their long-haul fleet will have these new Delta One suites or have suites in general. So it's a much-needed update to hopefully have a little bit more consistency with their product, especially if they want to call it premium.
If you want to get caught up on all the recent travel news, check out our full latest episode now. Link is in the show notes.